臭蛙咪又在咬自己了，你在干嘛？我换回我的绅士的套装。你要干嘛？捡！你要想不开好不好？不要想不开好不好？全部剪光，跟我一样。啊！不要啦！先考虑一下。我来票选一下，威嫂想要剪头发好的人，请举手。你要烫啊？你如果想要转换一下造型，或者改变一下心情，可以啊。像我永远都只能旁边剃光这样。烫头发吗？我记得我上次有烫一个像阴毛一样。哇，巨大野兽。战斗一下吧。哇，还会瞬移啊！哇，直接被干掉，还有这么强吗？咬咬，吸，没办法，只好这样。哦，难怪他16等，太屌了！我挑战。Come on！ 耶！稀释耐力，不要出！我顺你耶！哦，凶！羊毛围巾，刚进来这边好像是 dead end。Is dead end？ 哎呀，小嫩嫩！ 才一毛钱，才含酸了吧？附近有什么吗？哦，16等，凶。有啊。 哇，死将！呀！哇，这被打成血块。
Stunned me with his face, his crucifix. This is not good news.
A， 哦，血费，这还蛮屌的。打断范围内单体敌人的动作。我能不能装备？哦。 这个好了，试试看。白教堂哦，卡梅利亚。
Hello again, miss. Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary?
How are things? 很顽强都不讲话，顽强分子。
Very well. Goodbye then.
咱们去教堂做礼拜。 Hello, everyone. Anybody?
What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
我不需要知信。This is my business。好难选哦，这三个。
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort,
哇，这
consider
么大
me
爱
the chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
，baby， 在吗？你看他，
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage.
我的猫躲在棉被里
I
面。
see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
他一定知道我们争先恐后要拍他，所以他就这有点难选。She's my sister.
Just know, I cared for her.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
This was accident. He killed by somebody.
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
He died because of me.
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
Forgive me.
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary. Forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
真的吗？哦。
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Without a proper investigation, her death will go unpunished. Another Whitechapel tragedy. One that people need to hear about.
Okay.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand.
上次那个特殊行业的女生，
Things will ever change, Mr. Dark.
特
I
殊
believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
，OK，
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
very well。哦，就是这位。What are you doing right here? I'm clean, you're clean.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
看你的脸，觉得有点……哦，
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country.
找到他的围巾。
Thank you so much.
Thank you。线索失效，为什么？奇怪了。找一个线索，以及你在写咏之前收集到多少关于他们的线索？我也肺炎，然后这位小姐什么？脓血症。
What do you know about Nurse Crane?
I paid my respects when she got killed. She died far from her country.
Goodbye, Miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
想要治疗他哎。
Good evening, Christina.
Shane,
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners.
I'm shocked.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Yes. 胖咪。小 baby 睡觉吗？小 baby 不理我。Back to the hospital。哦，糟糕！哇！ Remember your son or bitch。很强啊，还拿十字架，超屌。Come on, let's bite. Whoa, 很强哦。Whoa. Sure. Okay. Thank you. 哦，哇，哥，至尊吸血鬼吗？很屌欸。
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
凶。Why me?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Should behave.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity?
谁？
Or was he just
那
projecting?
是胡子。
Maybe Edgar.
你以为他戴黑色口罩吗？好嘿嘿，人家有络腮胡比较浓一点，那时候要戴口罩。 你看啊，你看啊，注意看啊，看好了哦，帅吧？你看他的脸，他眼球是红色的，他梳油头，因为他是吸血鬼。Talk to doctor.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
You?
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory.
圣地。
And I just had the carpet cleaned.
你里跟我一样的头发欸。
By the sacred stone, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
说服萧春回到白孝堂。萧春。
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control.
Who?
Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
We cannot lose people and faith.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
哈利特·琼斯，哇，
I found her room like
被杀爆了。
blood everywhere. The duty nurse is
不行，他已经被……我现在回医院里面。
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
Oh.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Hampton.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
他们猜得八九不离十。I will protect you all.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
悲伤圣徒，终结孝恩汉普顿的暴行，要打 BOSS 了。
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick.
必须告诉你，骂人们几个了为干嘛的？好
I've
长
heard much of your talents as a physician.
哦。
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social
有
standing.
钱人啊，就是有钱人。
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
Hawkins，
And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
哦， OK， 要找到那个护士。Where's the nurse？ 可疑的护士是。哦 ，Hoggins，you are here。哇，地上都血啊！我的天呐！哇，拖行。
What on earth happened here?
哇！直接咬爆！我的天！对，这么好呀，My lady。
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage scowl.
Would you care to partake in this meal with me?
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Yo, you curious woman?
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
What more? He's giant.
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master.
阿斯卡隆那个巨人。
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
这个 Thank you, my lady. OK， 是，再来就是要去找那。啊！哦，凶啊！嗯？哦，我看到火车嘞，难得看到火车。好的，这是武器吗？哦，血清，这是谁呀？哇，刽子手。 有猫咪的声音。啊，婴儿了。码头到。 求职信。不是 Dilby。
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
凶啊！
You won't tell me your name, then.
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
哦，
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Wet Boots， 这是什么名字啊？
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
哦，
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation
Work
around
for
here is
me.
better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
哦，
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I
fuck。
saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
嗯，士兵就是很受尊敬。
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
哦，码头女王。
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed.
哦哟，女皇还
May I
蛮
ask you a few questions?
标志的。
What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Fancy buy, maybe.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs.
Huh?
For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude,
Oh,
I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
失效，可恶！
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about the...
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure...
Okay.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
尸鬼挖掘者。
Really?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence.
Bastard.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
Oh.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Oh.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. If the sewer dog is back. And hunting all these poor who need to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Welcome back.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Oh.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. It would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Hmm?
So, how exactly are you protecting these people?
I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Really?
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
非凡的吸血鬼猎手，很屌。
Goodbye.
Happy hunting. Let's go.
Seems like the guard of Prewin is on Sean Hampton.
火花哥。Come on. 我喷得太远了。哎呀，臭啊！哦。 Yeah. Bite. Oh, 是怎样？哇！
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
这是怎样哦？
Back if I were you. Burn it, boys! I order you.
Come on to eat me! 哇，这么凶啊！我操！夜间避难所附近，快了，快了！哦，养了这光。 哦，很多人。
What have we here?
？
What have we here?
What have we here?
'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? 'What have we here? '
Or are you just out of your mind?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Pie.
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Really?
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
Yeah, I do.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy.
Damn.
Well, I'll leave you.
Leave you for a minute.
Come now, Lottie. There is still much work to do.
Good evening, miss.
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
汉普顿避难所。
What can you tell me about this place?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Oh. 先收过来，现在跟你讲话。哦。
Why the long face, Doctor?
哇。
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Really?
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
killed old Harriet. You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Really?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the
跟一个很可怕的人讲话。
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor.
Really?
I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
哦，下水道钥匙。
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
哦，找到秘密。好的。有。下水道。哇。
Best stay back, sir. I was just to flush every hole with a lead spotted. Going back to the shadows. Lord, give up.
哇，凶啊！哇，垮掉了！不，哦。 Fight!
Beast! Die, beast! Back in the grave!
Whoa. Whoa.
Get their weapons ready! We found one!
Okay, I won. Good. 找到排水沟的入口，好。哦。
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate.
找到了，终于，这个等级都很高诶，这里的。Okay, let's go. Find somebody. 哦，下水道感觉这里有一个很强的东西在等着我，很强的东西。
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Right. What's that? Whoa. Keep out.被吓跑了。哦，原来是你。我打完了。哦。
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Okay, let's work.
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Yeah. 哦，哥，哇，咬太大力了。Hey, come on, let's buy.
Slaughter these skulls while singing your name! Neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn!
Come on, baby. 哦，哇，这么强啊！直接被扒死哎！我的天呐！我哥。哦。Yay! You did. 赢了 ，Yeah！ 对，结束了 ，Defeat the Beast。Congratulations， 炫。好，我再出 出去这个下水道就 OK 了。So good.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Oh.
Bless you, Richard.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Whoa.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
哦，老布利奇特。
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Ask.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals.
Oh.
Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire.
就是一个释放了，被录进去了啦。
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to? Sean is a Scow. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures.
How could I trust him?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Oh.